Today I'm talking with Chimere, who runs the YouTube channel Chimere Nicole. We'll be talking about how to build an audience, what it's like to be a YouTube star. We'll cover the business side of things, monetization, and brand relationships. Chimere, I know you're super busy, so thank you for taking the time to talk with me. How long have you been creating videos on YouTube?
I've been creating videos now for a little bit over 5 years.
What made you get into making the videos?
I was actually, funny story, I was actually on maternity leave when I decided to create my first video. I am a cosmetologist, so I didn't have anything else to do, so I decided to do my hair, but I decided to turn the camera on and just record myself doing my hair, my normal eat ready with me routine, and it just took off from there.
So you immediately went to YouTube with it?
Yeah, I immediately went to YouTube. Actually, at the time, I really wasn't a watcher of YouTube, but it was for me, it was a new online platform, and I thought it was pretty fun, and just something to do to occupy my time.
Great. How many subscribers are you currently at right now?
I'm a little bit, over 100,000. I believe I'm at 110,000 currently.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. That's up there. Are you doing this full time now?
I am not. I'm not doing this full time. I am a cosmetologist. I have a small hair salon in New Jersey, so I'm doing that full time as of right now.
All right, well, let's go back to the beginning. What was it like when you made your very first video, when you started doing your own hair on there? Was it more difficult, or just was it?
I definitely wouldn't say it was difficult. It wasn't necessarily a tutorial style video. It was more or less just me doing my normal routine, and I just had the camera recording. It wasn't a guided tutorial, so it was very authentic to me. It was just me in the mirror doing my hair and makeup.
How do you go about building your subscriber base? Since you're at 110,000, that's very large. How did you go about? Did it come naturally, organically, or how did you go about growing it?
I would definitely say in the beginning it was more organic. I didn't see it as trying to build a subscriber base or really trying to build an online brand on YouTube. It was more so just doing things that I like, and organically the people who like the same types of hair styles and makeup tutorials just became to just follow me organically. So I really didn't say I started out trying to gain a following. It just kind of happened overnight. And when I kind of seen how it was taking off, then I started to put a little more effort into it.
It had to be pretty exciting when it started taking off for you.
It was. It really was. I was like, you people actually want to see me do this stuff? I do this all the time. So it's not something that I find so fascinating because I do it for a living, but I was surprised at how many people actually enjoy those types of videos.
I was fascinated watching it, just seeing all the different styles. You go for the crochet braids are just amazing from when you pin it all down, and then they come out with it's a whole different person you look like almost. It's just the transformation is wild.
Yes, that's the best part about doing hair tutorials, even makeup tutorials. You get to transform yourself into whoever you want to be at that particular time. It's a really easy way to just change up your look.
What do you think are the most difficult challenges that you've faced have been with doing the videos?
Challenges, I think it's more so for the actual YouTube platform is trying to keep up with the changing trends and the algorithms of YouTube. When I first started, it was very organic, so I would just post something and, people would see it and, they would like it and they would follow. Now, you have to be very aware of your keywords, your titles, your tags. It's a very difficult thing trying to keep up with the back end of YouTube versus just actually creating content and putting it on the YouTube platform. So I would definitely say it's more so keeping up with the titles, the tags, the analytics of YouTube.
So you're still are you part-time still working at? I mean, you're working still as you're the hairstylist, or are you still just doing it part-time, or is it still full-time for you?
Oh no, it's still full-time.
Well, how do you manage? That's a lot. You're doing a lot then. That's
right.
Wow, it's not enough hours in the day.
Right. I typically film a lot of my YouTube videos, and I try to get the echo out of my room, but it's typically around 11, 12 o'clock at night after the kids are asleep.
It's going to be It's got to be a challenge, definitely with children running around, that's for sure.
Yes, very much so.
Since you're at 110,000 right now, at what subscriber level, at what point do you think you'll ever be able to go quit working and do it full time? Is there any level you think you'll be able to do that?
I don't think right now, I don't think I would like to do it full time. I'm content with doing it part time only because I feel like I have to be authentic to me. And if I'm not inspired to create content, I don't want to just throw anything together in order to, just have a video up. It has to be something that I'm passionate about. So I think doing this part time, it gives me enough time in between videos to be inspired for the creative process to create more content. So I think right now I'm going to keep it part time, but you never know what the day might hold. So I might change my mind tomorrow. I might change the next week. But right now, currently, I'm content with part time.
What advice do you wish someone would have told you when you were first getting started?
There's a lot. There's a lot, but I think the biggest piece of advice is very cliche, but it's definitely be yourself. And I've been doing it now for about 5 years, and I realized that there are a lot of content creators, especially now, who are doing makeup tutorials or doing, hair tutorials just like myself. And the thing that's going to distinguish you from other content creators is your personality. So when I first started off, I was trying to be very professional and come across, as a professional on YouTube, but I realized that I wasn't showing as much of my personality as I would
come off a little stiff.
Plenty of personality to share. And I haven't really done so in the past, but now I'm just Chimere.
It comes through in your videos. I like your big smile. It comes through.
Right.
It really does come through. It makes it enjoyable to watch you.
Thank you.
Are there any YouTubers that you talk to, or are there any groups, any professionals like yourself that you kind of support each other?
We do. We do have a lot of online forums, especially like Facebook. A lot of us, as well as being YouTuber or content creators, we have blogs. So I have a blog, ChimereNicole.com. So we're also bloggers as well as bloggers. So we do kind of meet up at different events like Generation Beauty. ITSY has events for us. We have online forums. So we do definitely connect outside of YouTube and Instagram and other social media platforms.
What is your favorite social media platform that you're on right now? Do you like using the best?
My favorite is definitely Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Of course, it's definitely because of the filters. Like everybody has to have a Snapchat filter every single day. But I would definitely say Snapchat is easier for me to connect with my subscribers on a day-to-day basis. So for a minute-to-minute basis and get updates on certain things. So I definitely think Snapchat is the best social media platform for me right now.
Great. Tell me about some things that surprised you, things that you didn't expect when you started your channel.
Surprised me. Honestly, I was surprised that so many people wanted to watch me do my hair. I really was surprised because it's kind of like who wants to watch you brush your teeth? It's such a natural act. It is like, who wants to see you do your hair, once a week or twice a week? So for me, it's like, you're interested in seeing me do that? Okay. So I was surprised that people wanted to see it and they had questions and that, they were engaged with me for me just doing hair. So I was actually surprised by that.
Which milestone did you find, what was your most exciting milestone? Was it your first check or when you got to 100 subscribers, 1,000?
For me, I think it was when I hit 100K, and I just recently hit that last month. So that was literally, I waited for so long, and when I really decided to kind of get serious with YouTube and actually, have a content schedule and get consistent with uploads.
Right.
I would say first 3 years, I wasn't consistent at all. It was, again, whenever I felt like, doing my hair at home, I would just do it. So it was maybe one video once a month, every 3 or 4 months. So when I decided to get consistent and I really had this mindset of I want to hit 100K, that's when I just knew that was going to be my milestone. So for about a year, that was my goal, and I just hit it recently. So for me, that was the best thing since sliced bread. I was so happy.
congratulations. Yeah, that is a huge milestone. It really is.
Thank you. Thank you.
You should be very, very proud. That's a big deal.
Thank you.
On the business side of things, how does a professional YouTuber like yourself, how do you earn revenue? Is it through strictly ads or?
Well, there's multiple ways of earning income on YouTube. Primarily, the biggest source of income right now for me is definitely with ads. So typically the ads that you see in the beginning of my videos, and now even in the middle of my videos, when people click on those ads, I will earn a percentage of the revenue from that ad. However, that's not the only source of income from YouTube. There are sponsored videos, and a lot of times I don't primarily do sponsored videos because I want to keep my channel as authentic as possible and organic to me and my brand. So I don't really do so much sponsored videos, but you can do sponsored videos, and also you can do sponsored posts on other social media platforms.
Right. You have done some of those, correct?
I haven't done them on any other platform outside of YouTube. I've done maybe 2 or 3 sponsored posts on my entire YouTube career.
The brand. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I'm not that much of a sponsored post type of girl, but I have done them in the past, yes.
Is that when you do the sponsored post, do the brands they reach out to you, or do you reach out to them, or is it just free stuff, or is it monetary as well?
Well, I do. Brands reach out to me. I do have opportunities to reach out to them, but as of right now, I have been blessed to be able for them to reach out to me first, which is always a plus.
Yeah, it's always nice and easier.
Right. And I you have the nerves, but so brands will reach out to me, and they'll not necessarily say talk about our products, but they'll send me products, and if I like the products, I'll use them. If I don't, I won't use them, or I'll give them to other people. Also, if I'm doing a sponsor post, then the brand will definitely email me and ask me, would I be willing to collaborate with them on a project or a launch or something like that.
Do you mind me asking, what does something like that pay? What does something like that pay for? Is it just when the brand wants to do all that extra?
Well, that will vary on your one. It will vary on the project. It will also vary on the type of video. If you're just going to be showing the items in your video, that might just be something that they're giving to you. If you're going to be actually doing a dedicated video, that can range anywhere. Again, this depends on your subscriber.
Correct.
For your subscribership, it can range anywhere from $100 to a couple $1,000, depending on the size of the channel.
So, was Smashbox something like that? Or that was a fun video too. All the different swatches you did there.
Oh no! Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Sorry, the Smashbox, the liquid lipstick, the swatches that you did recently.
Yes.
Was that a sponsored type post, or was it?
No, it wasn't.
It was very neat.
Actually, thank you. Actually, this lipstick were gifted to me, but it wasn't a sponsored post. It was just I like lipstick, and I wanted to make a lipstick.
It was fun. It was a fun video to watch.
Right. So that wasn't a sponsored post, but the items were definitely gifted to me.
Okay. What are some of the I know you haven't done many of the sponsors. What are the brands that do like to do that kind of thing?
Oh, at this point, any brand does sponsor posts. Even the smaller brands that you may not have heard of, we call it indie brands. So some of the larger brands would be like CoverGirl, Becca, Makeup Forever, Smashbox.
How about you specifically though? Which ones did you do?
That I've done? Oh,
yeah.
Wow. It's been so long, I really don't remember. I've done, let me think about this for a second. It's been a couple of years actually. I believe I did, what was it? My nighttime routine, I believe, was a sponsored post, and I was working with a company on a shower head, I believe.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's no problem.
Yeah, I worked with Fit Tea, which was a
Wait, with who?
Fit Tea.
Fit Tea, okay.
Yes. And that was a couple of years as well. That's almost 3 years old. So yeah, that was my last sponsor post, Fit Tea.
Okay, so everything else is just things that have been gifted to you that you just talked about in general.
Right. Or they were just videos that I wanted to create myself.
Okay. when you mentioned like all the products that you've used or in the video, when you do your makeup videos and stuff, or are they things you bought? Are they all gifted, or how does that work?
Oh, okay. For the most part, a lot of, because my channel is primarily hair, you can get hair extensions, but for the most part, these are things that I purchased with my own money, and I've seen them at local stores, and I like how it looks, and I want to try it. Typically for makeup, most of the time, the products are either gifted to me or I buy. I stay in Sephora. I'm actually on Sephora probation right now because I buy my stuff.
That's where all your YouTube money goes, isn't it?
It does. It does. But I'm investing in my brand. Back into the company. But yes, I buy a lot of my own makeup. A lot of times when you're seeing new launches or something that has just come out or is not out yet, those are products that are gifted to me. So they can be like an ordinary foundation or eyelash. It's most of the time I purchase it with my own money.
Right. At some previous interviews I've done with people, they say like their average seems to be about $5 for each 1,000 views for ads. Is that about what you make too, or is it? I mean, this is the first beauty industry.
No, that's not. That is, again, that's one of the things about YouTube that's ever changing. We don't really have a gauge on how much you will make per view. There's no way of anyone actually knowing how much you get per view or per video. So
I mean, just a generalization, not per view, not per video, but just like if you got a check after a certain amount of time and you've had approximately this many views over everything, not per video.
I really that's a thin line. I really don't know, but I would definitely say like my first check wasn't until I was on YouTube for about 3 years, and again I wasn't consistent with YouTube until about a year and a half ago. So you would see me go 1 month, maybe 8 or 9 months in between videos. But when I started to be consistent, and I received my first check, and I believe my first check from YouTube was about $150. Mm-hmm. At that time, I already had a video that was at 20,000 views. So that, helped equate.
Yeah, that's nice. That's the one good thing about the videos. They sit there and they can just keep growing for you.
That's our goal. Keep growing.
When other ads that do play on your videos, do you have any control over them, or is it just just whatever the?
Yes, that's solely up to YouTube and Google. Hopefully, that's the thing when we talk about Google AdSense and we talk about analytics, when you have to properly tag your videos. So if you were doing a makeup video, you definitely wouldn't talk about toothpaste in a makeup video because Google will use those keywords in your video and how you properly title your video. And if you say, I'm doing a video on Crest toothpaste, they're going to give you a Crest toothpaste ad. But if your tutorials on makeup, you now have a toothpaste ad on a makeup video.
Right.
So that's why we say, tagging and keywords and all those things are so important because that's how Google categorizes your videos.
That's good information. Thank you for sharing that.
No problem.
Do you have any Patreons, or do you get do you have money that comes in through that way?
Towards what way, honey? I'm sorry.
I know do you have a lot of like sponsorships, or Patreon, or for like people use that for your revenue?
No, I don't do that.
So you're strictly pretty much ads right now?
I'm sorry?
You're pretty much ads right now?
Yes.
Let's see. Well, if you don't work with too many sponsored videos, it's been like, 3 years ago was the last one you did, but what's your dream brand? Is there like one brand that you would like just love to work with? If they would contact you, like, hell yeah, of course I'd love to do that. Who's your dream brand?
Dream brand. It was, that's kind of tough. I think my dream brand would probably be right now CoverGirl.
CoverGirl?
Yeah.
Let's see. And you said you're glad that they contact you because you're kind of nervous. And like, how do you go about like that? How do you put the value on yourself? I mean, what do you know what to ask for, or you just go with whatever they offer?
Well, that's why analytics are so important. So basically, my numbers, as they say, or my media kit will determine how much a company would be willing to pay. But at that point, I would already know, my videos get an average of, 50, 60,000 views per video. I would know those certain parameters. So if I was to ever reach out to a brand, I would say, this is my media kit. These are my numbers. This is my social media reach or my potential reach. I want to work with your company. This is what I can offer you. And then, you'll let them, come up with some type of arrangement, and then you would then talk about figures and how much they're willing to pay and how much you're willing to accept. But again, for me right now, that's not something that I do. Now,
right.
almost, a lot of my friends do it, but that's just not where I am right now personally, because this is not my full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm just still doing YouTube because it's fun for me, and I'm not really looking to build a business or a large brand off of it right now.
Well, you're off to a good start, though, even if you're not wanting to. It's coming along.
Right. That's great about it.
Your brands, I'm sure they're probably clueless on how to place value on your sponsorships. What can a brand do to get your attention? Like if they wanted to do something, because I'm sure you get lots of emails and you're just like, don't want to see it, don't want to see it. What can a brand do to get your attention?
Well, for the most part, again, it's always via email, or they'll, a lot of times brands will start to get your attention before they even contact you. They will come onto your social media and they'll follow you there. And of course, especially with, let's say, Snapchat, for instance,
mm-hmm.
You can't get lost on how many people add you, because it's always there, it doesn't go away. So, for instance, when so before you follow me on Snapchat, I see it instantly. So before they even reached out to me or, say they wanted to send me or put me on their PR list, I knew they were starting to follow me on social media. So typically they'll get your attention by following you, liking your posts, commenting, things like that, and before the initial email comes in.
All right, sounds good. Is there anyone that's contacted you that you just thought that is a terrible way to contact someone, that there's no way I'm talking to these people? Is there what they should not do?
You mean for content creators to contact brands?
No, for a brand that's contacting you, like even if they're the micro brands and that want to reach out and they're new and they want to try things. Or, do you read everything that comes to your inbox, or is it just through some?
Actually, sometimes, especially with my email, a lot of emails get lost or I don't see them. So I'll definitely say for smaller brands, definitely be consistent. If you don't get a response, definitely, reach out to that content creator again, because 9 times out of 10, they actually didn't see the email. And I know a lot of times that happens with me. And mm-hmm. My channel isn't as large as some of the other content creators, so I'm quite sure a lot of emails are getting lost. So I would definitely say that. Be consistent, but then also make sure that you're in your emails, that you're giving links, you're actually leaving a name, a contact information. I get a lot of emails and they don't tell me what company they're from. They don't say a name. It's very generalized. There's no link to the website or to the brand. I know nothing about it. And it's just like, I don't know who I'm talking to. And we're very cautious of a lot of scammers. So if a company contacts me and they don't give me their company information or website link, I'm not going to respond.
All right. Good to know. Do you, the ads right now are the big revenue source. Do you think in the future the brand relationships, do they have the potential to be the most promising future revenue for YouTubers like yourself? Even though you don't do it right now, but like in the future, do you think that could overtake ads? Like if you got.
They definitely will. For me personally, I don't do a lot of sponsored posts. However, they're definitely right now the biggest source of income for almost, I would say, 80 to 90% of content creators. Because you have to think about it. Most content creators, they have to create maybe 3 or 4 videos. I'll say 2 to 3 videos a week, and then do that consistently for a couple of years in order to generate a source of income that will be able to sustain them, versus doing one collaboration, one video that might give them a larger payout. So brand relationships are definitely important, and those sponsored posts are definitely are bigger money makers than a lot of the content that we create currently.
So it's definitely the growing thing then. It's going to be, it's the future of the video world.
Definitely. That's that's actually our present. It's not even the future. That's definitely happening now. A lot of times, and that's why as content creators, they encourage us to reach out to brands and basically pitch ourselves to brands. That's just not something I'm comfortable with doing right now. But you definitely would like to, pitch yourself to brands and let them know what you're able to offer them, and that's how you get those sponsored posts.
Will you use your Google Analytics for all your information to see what you think your value is? Is there anything? I mean, is there a special tool that you use that gives you the value of what your views are worth to a brand?
Right. Well, there's a lot of different elements, and I think with Google Analytics, we'll probably be on the phone for about an hour.
Right.
One of the biggest tools that a lot of content creators are using is definitely Google AdSense, but they're also using a website called Social Blue Book.
Okay. I've heard of that one from a couple people.
Yes. So a lot of times content creators will go on Social Blue Book, and it will basically, you'll put all of your information in, your social media, followers on every platform, as well as your YouTube subscribership and your information, and it will tell you, according to, I guess, the average of everyone online who's doing this type of thing, how much they think your videos are worth or how much you're able to get. So you have a low range and a high range. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times content creators will just go into the middle. They'll start there and then they'll work their way up.
Okay. That's interesting. Sorry about that. It's you change your hair all the time. Do you have a certain look that you like the best when you're doing your crochet braids or your colors? You've got the blue in right now. Do you have a favorite?
All of them. As we speak, I'm thinking about something either today or tomorrow. A new look. I'm not sure what I want to go with, but I like change. I like to switch it up. So it's not necessarily right now. My husband loves the curly hair, but I honestly, I like to change it up.
How long does it takes you like 2 hours to do like the weave things now, the crochets when you do it yourself? In real time?
2 hours on average.
And that's with a professional like yourself. How long would it take a total newbie that follows your video to do this, do you think?
Well, when I'm recording, it might take 3 because I'm talking. I'm on Snapchat. But
I mean, someone that's watching your video. Someone that's watching your video.
Time. Yeah, it would be around 2 hours as well.
Even for someone that's never done it before?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
People do it all the time.
I don't think I'd have the patience for it.
Yeah.
The hair you do is beautiful. It really is. And your makeup, I love it. I love it all. It looks great. Is there anything that you'd like to say to your subscribers or the people that are coming up behind you or that are looking at what you do? Anything that you want to tell them?
Well, yeah. First, for my subscribers and my supporters, first of all, I want to say thank you because I would not be getting all of the opportunities that I'm getting if it was not for you, the people who support me and follow my channel and follow my journey. And, they see me start this journey from the beginning, just in the bathroom in my house, to, having a studio and just really progressing. So I really want to, say thank you to everyone who has supported me over the years. To other content creators, my biggest source of inspiration is definitely be consistent and don't be discouraged because you're gonna have some stumbling blocks and you're gonna want to quit. You're gonna want to give up 10 times over, but you have to be consistent. You have to keep persevering. This is not an easy thing. You're putting yourself basically in the fire for people to judge you and for people to ridicule you and tell you what you're doing is not right. But you have to really have a passion for what you're doing and creating this content and make sure you enjoy the journey. So definitely be consistent and just be authentic to yourself. Make sure that your personality is coming through and don't try to be like anyone else.
That's great advice, Chimere. Thank you. That's so many people you see them. They go on that they start talking and they're not themselves. It comes off fake or odd, and you really come through clear, and you can tell it's you. You're not fronting. It's you. You are who you are, and it comes. It's
people know. Believe it or not, even me being a content creator, like I know when someone is being authentic in their videos or when they're just giving me BS. Like it comes across. There's no way of faking it. And that's why I say it's better, even if you have a dry personality. I would rather watch dry personality than fake personality. You know.
Yeah.
Just be yourself. Just be yourself.
Well, you've accomplished so much already. What's next for you?
More content, better content, being more consistent. Right now I'm doing on average 1 video a week, possibly increasing that to possibly 2. And I definitely want to start to add more video vlogs. I do have a vlog channel, which is Chimere Nicole TV. So I definitely want to start to do more vlogs and give people a little more of behind the scenes on, me being an entrepreneur, being a mother, but also being a beauty blogger and, my creative space and my creative process. So I definitely want to start to do more video vlogs.
How you've got children? How old are your children now?
Oh, well, I have a 2-year-old daughter and I have a 5-year-old daughter. But if you ask me on another day, they'll be 25 and 26.
So are they mesmerized by your YouTube fame?
Well, my older daughter is a 5-year-old. She thinks she is a YouTuber. And she does. And she likes to always say, comment, like, and subscribe to everything. I'm like, you're not filming. So comment and subscribe. I'm like, okay, comment and subscribe. So
that's great. She's the future blogger.
Right. Absolutely.
Well, I think I've covered plenty with you. You've been super helpful. Is there anything else you want to say here? But I've loved talking to you. This is so interesting to me. The entrepreneurs that come out and this wonderful content you put out. It's inspiring. It really is.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm more so just making sure that content creators or anyone who is thinking about becoming a content creator, just really emphasizing the point of being authentic and being passionate about what you're doing, and really not trying to replicate things or ideas that are already out there. It's kind of like video plagiarism.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You've seen a lot of that now. You've seen a lot of channels. They're all the same. No one's doing anything different. No one's stepping out of the box. And I think for me, being not only a content creator, but being an artist, as in, my profession, it's always about changing and evolving and being different, So I'm definitely more of the authentic to your brand and always trying to change it up, step out of the box. So
I personally, I can't wait to see what you do in the future. Your videos are just great now.
Thank you. I appreciate that. One day at a time.
Just keep on trucking, right?
Right.
Well, I think we've covered everything that we need to right now, and I'd like to thank you so much for talking with me today.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
And once again, everyone, this is Chimere Nicole. She can see her online at chimerenicole.com for her wonderful beauty and fashion and lifestyle blog. All right, and of course, check her on YouTube and of course Snapchat, because that's where she likes to be.
Yes, I love Snapchat.
All right, Nicole, Chimere Nicole, thank you very much.
All right, honey. See you later.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.